Scarlett, you should be kissed by someone who knows how, right now.
But we'll miss our screening at imagineNATIVE. It's the most majestic Indigenous festival the world has ever seen. The work is simply glorious. The artists are of remarkable talent. To miss imagineNATIVE would be a travesty to humankind.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
After all, tomorrow is another screening.
Join us in the splendor of the imagineNATIVE Festival, October 17th to the 21st, the most magnificent festival ever!
Without a venue like this, it's virtually impossible for us to be recognized as leaders in our particular field, as actors, as directors, as screenwriters. So this is an opportunity for us to showcase to the world that we can compete and fit in mainstream society.
It's historical, cultural, identity, and it deals with, what we're facing in the world and how we're coping with it, and how we're progressing in the filmmaking community.
Respect, love, wisdom, humility, honesty, truth, and courage. And so those are kind of like principles that we live by. And those are principles we're really trying to reinforce in the imagineNATIVE Film Festival.
It's very important for Native people to tell their own stories in their own way, rather than having mass media tell us and the rest of the world what we're about.
Everyone's so misrepresented and underrepresented day to day that when you have a collection of people together all working for the same thing, then I think it attracts more attention.
I rely on it for the curatorial and the programming process that the festival has to really create the best selection of films from around the world. But also the main reason why I keep coming back is because of the sense of community that imagineNATIVE has.
Well, it's pretty amazing how it's grown from just a real grassroots to, and it's still grassroots, but to all of these amazing films around the world and getting all of the industry involved. I think it's really a magical place for filmmakers to be.
Pressure to make commercial films, linear films, and that might not be a good thing, it's sort of, you struggle with commerce in the States, as I'm sure you do everywhere, but it's been really cool to see films that aren't linear and aren't sort of like 3-act structures and mainstream, and they're told in these different perspectives, and a festival like this is a place where they can shine.
This is my first film, and so these are my first festivals, and this festival has been warm and welcoming and friendly in a way that I haven't experienced it. It's really genuine.
Even though it deals on Native themes and about Native culture and what goes on in Indian country, as they say, I think that it's still very applicable to non-natives of today, you know what I mean? And I think it's important for non-natives to see that and be aware, go, hey, well, these people have struggles, they have issues just like we do.
Being sort of all put together in one big sort of group and hearing all the different stories about Indigenous here in Canada, Indigenous in Australia, it's like a similarity to every sort of First Nations, the pain and the struggle that we've had growing up. So it's just kind of helped us sort of grow and just prove to the world that we're better if, and we just keep accelerating as people and being accepted.
However, us beaux, dandies, faint-hearts, we're still here. You have also failed to extinguish Dance to the Verdash. as we are about to bring it back.
I think it's great to see something new in the city. I guess I don't know, an alternative, I guess, to like mainstream big cinema is good.
Much of the films that we see in this country are Hollywood glitzy products. If Hollywood ever had an original idea, I'm sure it would die of loneliness. And the independent films cover ideas that aren't touched by the Hollywood sausage factory.
This is a very articulate rabble-rouser that we're really pleased to have with us. Archer Pechawis.
I can't wait to call my mom. She made this ribbon shirt for me.
I really feel like this is something I want to continue to do. And thank you everybody for watching.
It's really good to be in your stomping ground. And this is really important acknowledgement for my work because it's about my old people.
This is probably the best festival I've ever been to. I mean, not just because I got an award, but because it rocks.
imagineNATIVE, thank you. This has been really wonderful, and there's so many wonderful people and artists here.
Well, thank you all for joining us this year.
And we'll see you at the 9th Annual imagineNATIVE Festival next year. And on the